Late Night Health continues. Our guest, Robert Clancy. He is the author of Soul Cyphers and a regular contributor here to Late Night Health, and we appreciate everything he does for us. By the way, folks, if you need any carpentry and you're in the upstate New York area, call Robert and his son. It's a new sideline for them. You guys can do everything. Is there anything, Robert, that you cannot do?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm a carpenter. I did help my son with his Eagle project, and I learned how to install a drop ceiling. And what was interesting about this whole project, the guy who knew how to put in the drop ceiling wasn't there.
Oh, gosh.
So I went out to my car, got my laptop, and said, all right, guys, gather around. Here's how you install a drop ceiling. We're going to learn how to do this. And we had all the materials, and that was for the first half. Once we got to the second half, a couple weeks later, my son knew exactly how to approach it. And, he said, I learned a life skill doing this. And, it's really part of when, if you do these experiences and what this program, the Boy Scouts, has brought to him. And, he's got a sense of who he is now, and he's looking at possibly going into law enforcement because he wants to help people. That's it's not to be empowered as an officer, but it's to actually make a difference.
Tell him to become a lawyer instead. It's safer.
Yeah.
For the most part.
And we're talking, a little bit about being authentic. And, I was talking about the quote from Oscar Wilde, be yourself because everyone else is taken. But also, you pointed out that we have these masks that we wear. And how can people really get to know you? Why do we put on that mask? When you bring that into question, is it to get them to like you or love you? And if they're liking or loving that persona and it's not you, then what are you really gaining from that? So, it was a long time ago where I took that mask off and decided, I have to own myself. And that's kind of the key. You have those old tapes in your head from, maybe elementary school, middle school, high school, where you were teased about something, and they're still in there. And when you can release that and become who you really are and own that, it's a beautiful thing.
No, absolutely. But there's also another facade we haven't talked about, and that's our self facade. We build up a wall and protect ourselves, I think, from ourselves, from our true self. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, and again, in the metaphor, when you speak like that, I see a visual. I see this wall, and you're putting bricks on it.
That's what I saw, too.
I know the sun will rise and shine on both sides of that wall. And when you realize that, the wall doesn't exist anymore.
Right. It's but why do people do it? Why do they build that wall? Not for the outside. I can understand, being reticent to share intimate details of one's life, or even about themselves, but not sharing your own life with yourself. That's somewhat of a oxymoron, I think.
Yeah, and, some people, when you're out there, you can get hung up in that. And it's, when people step into the light, and I volunteered with the Special Olympics. And here's, this group of amazing people who society typically views as flawed in some way. And they were all rejoicing in how unique they were. And that's a beautiful thing. I got to witness this and be included in them backstage to a fashion show. And this one little girl looks up, and she was a special athlete, and she said, "You look amazing. Don't we all look absolutely beautiful?" And you know what? She was right. We were. And it wasn't the clothes.
It was just being.
Yes.
Just sharing life.
It was one of the most amazing moments I've had, at this fashion show. And we raised $35,000 for the Special Olympics here in New York. And, what an amazing thing.
Well, I wanted to let everybody know that I made a mistake that we record Late Night Health. Danian was on a half hour ago, and I thought he was coming up next. He was before you, Robert. But okay. I will let him know that you send us your regards. Listen, check out Soul Cyphers at Amazon, Soul Cyphers, or go to soulcyphers.com to learn more about Robert. Robert's interview will be, of course, on latenighthealth.com in the next couple of days. If you hear this and want to hear it again. We got to go. We'll be back in just a couple moments. Don't go away. More coming up on Late Night Health.
If you're listening to Late Night Health right now, you're part of the growing target of baby boomers we're serving. Hi, I'm Daryl Wayne, producer of Late Night Health, inviting you to join the Late Night Health family. If you have any business targeting the growing boomer market, Late Night Health is the ideal advertising vehicle for you. From vitamins to insurance, alternative health to Western-style medicine, Late Night Health caters to the growing population of those over 40 years old. This vibrant demographic has expendable income to fight aging, purchase travel, take care of aging parents, or just have fun. Find out about the advertising opportunities with Late Night Health. Call us at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308, or email us at info@latenighthealth.com. That's info@latenighthealth.com. Join Late Night Health as we empower people to take charge of their own health care. Call now at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308.